So she says in her first statement, I remember blacking out. So that is
a memory
of having no memory.
I remember blacking out.
Yeah.
I remember blacking out. Does anybody fucking drink? And you get fucking drunk and you don't fucking remember what you did the last night? I remember nothing.
So there's blackouts and there's brownouts, right? So you can get little flashbacks, but I kind of question that too, because when somebody says,
it's so distorted, bullshit.
You were dancing on the table, and then you can have a visual picture of that happening. It was like, oh, I might kind of remember that, right?
It's not reliable.
Did you remember that?
It's not reliable.
Because somebody told you did it, and then you're picturing it going, okay, maybe I
reconstruct
remember that, right?
You reconstruct.
Yeah. So, but there are things like, you can kind of say, oh, damn, what the hell? I'm really hungover or whatever. And then you start getting little flashes like, oh, should I be calling this person and saying sorry? You know what I mean? Like, so you can have little clippets of memory that do come to you. That's a brownout. But when you say I blacked out, she literally said I was being sucked into darkness, right? So we made it clear. We've got somebody saying they have a memory of going into a state of having no memory. That's amnesia. There are no memories. So the reality, I'm sorry for all those people who want to believe something different. When you're blacked out or unconscious, you're incapable of having memories.
You don't encode a memory.
You can't recover those memories.
You don't encode a memory.
And then all of a sudden, she has this little creative writing exercise, and she starts filling in all the blanks, the precise moments where she said she was blacked out.
One of my most favorite cross-examinations of my career. Like, it was just so fucking juicy.
Yeah.
When you have a blackout, you're just like, I don't fucking remember.
And if you're honest about it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the games you play informed by this junk science. And that's where we get the conflation of junk science and people trying to prove something that's not true. And it's dangerous. It's really, really dangerous. And we had this in this case. And the takeaway from the judgment is this. Recovered memories, whether they're repressed or forgotten, have to be inherently looked upon as suspicious. Period. Yeah. And you have to assess all the evidence together to determine whether it's enough to find somebody guilty. But you have to look at it suspiciously because it's inherently unreliable, in our opinion. And we're going to keep pushing this narrative.
And that's not to say that the complainant doesn't necessarily believe it's true.
Right. Yeah. Holy shit. They may believe it's true wrongly. And that's a big deal. Right? But in this case, they were lying. But leaving that aside, somebody may believe that that's true.
Provably.
But that's a wrongly that's a wrong. How do I put it this way? It's a wrong analysis of your own memory.
It's a misunderstanding. It's like we
it's
said.
It's worse than that. It's not a misunderstanding. You actually come to believe this bullshit.
But the language people use quite often tells us how little they understand about memory and the way memory works.
You're right. And we can't...
Every time. I've had moments where I had a conversation with somebody with witnesses, and I said, that's not what I said. And then I was informed that that is, in fact, what I said. My memory was completely different.
Right. But
all of us, I'm sure, have had that experience.
An honest witness would go, you're right.
Your job as a complainant is to tell the truth.